This is Cerebral Cinema. Movies of the mind.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. Transcribed.
People are so dead when they're dead, aren't they?
Not a very suitable sentiment for the occasion. No, don't touch anything.
They always the Bulgarian Martin they call. What are you doing?
I'm trying to discover if there are any clues in the vicinity of this corpse that might implicate any member of the Martin family.
You want to implicate one of us?
No, but I want to know what we're up against before the police arrive.
Why not the Marines and the Navy?
The police have to be called, you know that.
Why?
You can't ask sensible questions, don't ask any. Whoever shot this man must have used a silencer. Otherwise, we'd have heard the shot.
A good-natured drunk has a gun with a silencer.
Your brother Joe?
Mm-hmm. And I still want to know why we have to call the police.
Murder's the policeman's business.
Not this murder. This is the Martin family's own private little bloodletting party.
You think someone in this house committed the crime?
Naturally.
Who?
First, tell me where you sent your two friends.
Doc and Reggie?
Mm-hmm. 10 minutes after we find the corpse with the curly hair here, they go kiting out of the house like men on a mission. The question is, where? Why?
They're out scouring the nightclubs and drinking places for your brother.
Job isn't worth it.
Worth what?
The trouble you're taking to find him.
I want to know where he is and what he's been doing tonight. I want witnesses who will swear that he hasn't been near this house all evening.
Why?
So that we'll be all set for the police when they start asking questions.
When are the police going to start asking questions?
As soon as they get here.
When will they be here?
As soon as I call them.
And when are you going to call them?
When I'm satisfied I know as much about this situation here as they'll be able to find out.
Aren't you obstructing justice or something? I mean, waiting about notifying them?
Maybe. Now then, why do you think this man was killed by someone in the house?
Because almost everyone in the house had a reason.
Everyone had a reason to want to kill the chauffeur? Was he that important to this household?
I hope to tell you. Bob the chauffeur, now Bob the corpse, was putting the screws on the Martins.
In what way?
Well, let's start at the top of the list and work down. First grandma. Blackmail to hush scandal concerning Job and Hope.
What sort of scandal?
Job and a girl. Job hates girls, so I know it was a frame, but it was good enough to make headlines in the paper.
Oh, what about Hope?
Hope can't let chauffeurs alone. Hope, the family wench, was so deeply involved with our new cadaver here that one word from him and the whole world would know what she is.
By the way, right this minute, Hope is upstairs asleep in my room.
Oh, a gentleman wouldn't.
No, don't be a fool. We left her in our room and we heard you scream and rush downstairs. Went up a few minutes ago. She'd crawled into my bed and was fast asleep.
Maybe you'd like to explain to her elder sister what she was doing in your room in the first place.
She knocked on the door. I opened it, and there she stood in a wisp of lace and a pair of black silk stockings.
You mean the dress this thing was holding in its hands when I found it down here was the dress Hope had been wearing this evening?
That's right.
Well, that's pretty raw.
Oh, not as bad as it sounds. They were out together. Wherever they were, a man was killed and blood got on Hope's dress. When she got home, she gave the dress to the chauffeur to ditch.
Oh? Well, then he must have been killed as he was going out the front door with the dress.
Exactly.
From the outside.
Yes, he was shot from outside the house.
Then that eliminates Hope.
Why?
As flagrant as Hope is, she wouldn't be running about the streets with no dress on. And you said our hero had the dress in his hands when he was killed.
Well, that's a pretty thin alibi. She didn't mind coming up and rapping on my door. Besides, she was floating about on pink clouds.
Oh, you're crazy.
I don't think so.
I tell you, you are. Hope hates alcohol. It makes her violently ill.
I didn't say she was drunk. She wasn't. No sign of alcohol. But something had given her a fine case of the blind staggers.
Something screwy. You think Hope did this, then?
I know she didn't. She was in my room for about 20 minutes, and whatchamacallit here hadn't been dead 5 minutes when we got down to him.
Then Hope's in the clear?
Yes. Wish I could say as much about the rest of the family.
You haven't anything on me.
I haven't. But the police may have, or can they get it?
What do you mean?
Simply, if you've got anything up your sleeve, you'd better spill it, so I'll be standing by to give a hand. The police are going to find out everything you wish they wouldn't. So you tell me first so I can be ready for them.
What have you got to gain by all this Boy Scout stuff?
I told your grandmother we'd help her out of a mess. This, apparently, is the mess she meant, so talk fast.
Well, if I was the murdering kind, Curly Locks here would be my first victim.
Why?
He talks. And he talks lies. It came to my ears that he had passed the word around among the servants of the neighborhood that the Martin women were pushovers.
Is that excuse for murder?
Servants don't talk about me like that. Not even if it were true, they don't.
But you fire servants, not murder them.
Not if the servant has a death hold on the family and you can't get loose.
You're referring to his hold on Job and Hope?
Mm-hmm.
He had nothing on you personally?
No.
Uh-huh. Now then, where were you during the time of the murder?
I don't know when the murder was.
All right. Where were you 15 or 20 minutes before you found the body?
I was down in the furnace room.
At this time of night?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Burning some personal letters.
Go on.
That's all. Just burning some personal letters.
You think you can tell the police you were down in the basement at 9 o'clock at night burning personal letters and stop there?
If that's all there is.
Oh, you're smarter than that. What did those letters have to do with the chauffeur and his sudden demise?
Why, nothing.
You're not making a very good representation for yourself.
I'm not trying to. I'm just telling the truth.
But not all the truth.
Enough.
Very well, you were down burning letters. Then what?
I was just coming back up to the main floor when I heard a baby laughing and cooing.
Oh, you heard the baby?
Yes, what does it mean?
Your sister Cherry says every time the baby is heard in this house, tragedy occurs.
She certainly hit it on the nose this time.
Yes, didn't she? By the way, doesn't it seem a little strange to you that with your screaming when you found the body and all the running about the house that's been done since then, your grandmother and Cherry haven't been aroused?
Grandmother and Cherry's rooms are on the 3rd floor.
They couldn't hear?
No.
Well, don't you think your grandmother ought to be told before I call the police?
I don't know.
I think she shouldn't.
Why?
Well, after all, she's head of this house. She should have some say as to what the police are told.
There's going to be an awful scene when she finds out.
Nevertheless. Now, look, I'm almost finished here. Go up and get her and bring her down. Also, while you're up there, get Hope out of my room and take her to her room.
But you haven't asked me about Cherry yet.
Well, what about Cherry?
I mean whether she might have a reason for killing the family leech.
Well, has she?
No.
Great. Now will you go?
And Job.
I know all about Job I need to know for now. Oh, wait, there is one thing about Job. You say he has a gun with a silencer?
Mm-hmm.
You know where he keeps it?
Yes, in his bureau drawer.
While you're upstairs, look and see if it's there.
Yes, if you think that...
I don't think anything. Now go on. There's something I've got to do, and I don't want you here when I do it.
You mean Hope's dress?
Never mind.
What are you going to do with it?
I didn't say I was going to do anything with it.
But you are.
Well, what you don't know, you can't tell. Now go do the things I've told you to.
All right, but hurry. Grandma will be down here 2 steps at a time the minute she hears. Oh, the furnace is a swell place for Hope's dress.
I think they call it destruction of evidence. Sorry, old boy, but I need this dress more than you do.
Didn't I tell you?
Oh, it's you.
I'm Cherry. Don't you remember me?
Why aren't you in bed?
They're in my room.
Who's in your room?
They. Look what they did to me.
What do you mean?
On my shoulder. Right through my pajamas.
Well, you're bleeding.
I know it.
You mean someone came in your room and slashed you?
Yes.
Here, let me see. Exactly like the cut on your arm.
Sometime they'll get tired of frightening me, and then they'll kill me. Didn't I tell you?
Didn't you tell me what?
That every time the baby cries, something dreadful happens.
The baby didn't cry. It laughed.
I know. That's because one of our enemies was killed.
What do you mean?
When it's an enemy, the baby laughs. When one of us is in danger, he cries.
You're getting just a little wacky on the subject of babies, aren't you?
No, it's true. You wait and see.
Now, look, Cherry, you go up to my room and wait for me. I'm busy. As soon as I've finished, I'll come up and put a dressing on that cut.
I hope the baby doesn't cry anymore tonight. I can't sleep when he cries.
If you don't get... Wait a minute. Someone's out on the porch.
Why don't you close the door?
The body's right in the door. Can't move it until the police come. Hold it.
Pardon me? My hair. I thought this is where I lived.
It's Job.
Inexcusable. Man must be pretty spifflicated when he walks into the morgue and thinks he's home.
This is your home, Joe.
It is.
Yes.
What's this cadaver doing blocking up my doorway?
He was just killed there.
Oh. Thought it was a corpse trying to escape from the morgue. Shall I step over him?
If you want to come in, I'm afraid you'll have to. Here, give me a hand. I'll help you over.
Nice burner. I think I'm going to like you.
There you are.
Easy step. Not a very wide man. By the way, who are you?
Name's Jack Packard.
Are you by any chance the murderer?
I'm afraid not.
Well, that's good. Nice job. Hanging's too good for you. Much too good.
You think so, huh?
Well, I'm afraid I put it badly. But you know what I mean. Oh. Hello, Cherry.
Hello?
Friend of yours?
No.
Oh. Thought maybe he was. Pajamas such awfully bad taste in the company of a strange man.
I'm scared.
Poor little terrified mouse. By the way, would it be breach of etiquette for me to ask the name of the visiting corpse?
He's your chauffeur.
Not Bob the Bandit.
Well, you seem pleased.
Oh, frightfully. Who had the good sense to do it?
We thought maybe it was you.
That's a tribute. Great tribute. Should have. I never got around to it.
A gun with a silencer was yours.
Consider it murder. No noise. Don't disturb the neighbors.
I understand you have such a gun.
Oh, so I have.
Where is it now?
Upstairs in my bureau drawer.
I hope you're telling the truth, Job.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope I am, too.
The further transcribed adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you tomorrow at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Bowles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie York. Frank McCarthy speaking.
Cerebral Cinema hopes you have enjoyed this movie of the mind.